Hey wonderful world of the internet, welcome to Let's Talk. So the first video I made was about atheist discrimination. And though this is not the only thing I want to talk about on my YouTube channel, it's kind of what I've been thinking about lately, so let's continue with the topic. Today I kind of want to talk about my personal views on atheists, being an atheist myself. Now, I haven't gotten much, personally, I haven't gotten much lashback, negative response to when I openly tell people I'm an atheist. I live in a place that, at least to me, is more open about it. It's more, oh, okay, whatever, who cares, kind of thing. Or maybe that's just the friends I have, whatever. I'm an atheist for a long time. I couldn't tell you an exact age when I became an atheist. I used to believe in God when I was little. I used to pray, and all that stuff. Although I've never read the Bible. And a lot of people will say, well, that's why you're an atheist. You've just never read the Bible. And no, not why at all. People ask me, why are you an atheist? My response is the same as many other atheists. It doesn't make sense to me. There's so many contradictions in the Bible. It's just like, how do you believe something that says, for example, and this is not from the Bible, go do this, but don't do this, and you can run, but you can't run this way. It's just so restrictive and so contradictory to itself that it just, like, I don't understand why people take it so literally. Like, what? 2, there's not enough evidence. And real evidence, like scientific evidence. Now, I'm not a big science person myself. I mean, I can barely pass physics. But still, there's no science to it. There's nothing that's real to it, to me. Now, a lot of people will give, proof, 100% real proof that God exists, quoting the Bible and stuff like that, but that's not proof. Put it into the scientific method and then prove it to me. Thanks. Another thing that people use to defend the truthness of the Bible is like, well, it says in the Bible that it is the word of God, and God cannot lie. So in the book, if it says that it's the truth, and the people that wrote it, or God wrote it, and he cannot lie, then it must be true, because he can't tell a lie, and here is he telling us that it's the truth. Really? So if I give you my book about fairies, because I like fairies, and the person who wrote in it said, I am the fairy king, and I cannot tell a lie, and I wrote this book myself, therefore, this book is truth. Is that proper reason for me to believe that? Anybody can write that in their book. Anybody, anything can say, ooh, I can never tell a lie, so therefore I wrote this, so therefore this is the truth. That's not a proper defense. It really isn't. Like, seriously. That doesn't make sense. Second thing that I've come across, personally, and this is not in a mean way, well, it wasn't when it was brought across to me, was, why do I hate God? Why do I not like him? What did he, why do you hate God? Is that why you don't believe? No. Let me tell you, people who are, let's just focus on Christians right now. Okay, Christians, are you angry at Zeus? At Shiva? Are you angry at them? Do you hate them so much? No. Why do I ask that, you say? Well, you don't believe in them. You believe in your Christian God, right? Zeus was a god to the Greeks in the past. Shiva is a Hindu god. And if you believe in your one true God, you don't believe in them. So therefore, are you angry at them? And that goes for any other religion. Any religion who believes in a God and says, ask me why I don't believe in any, ask me why I hate their God. No, I don't hate anybody. I don't believe they're real. Why do you hate all the other gods you don't believe in? No, that's not how it works. You can't hate something that doesn't exist. I can't hate unicorns. They don't exist. I don't believe in unicorns, so that doesn't mean I hate them. That doesn't make any sense. None whatsoever. Another thing that people tend to get when it comes to being open about atheists, about them being an atheist, is, well, aren't you scared of hell? Aren't you scared that you're going to burn in hell? What are you going to do on Judgment Day? First of all, I don't believe in hell, So why would I be scared of something I don't believe in? Second of all, you're trying to get me to believe something out of fear. Yeah, that sounds real nice. You want me to believe in your God just for fear that I might go to hell and be tortured for the rest of my life? Which, by the way, is kind of rude of your God to do anyways. Oh, you didn't believe in me and you didn't worship me mindlessly and blindlessly like everybody else, so therefore you shall be tortured for eternity. Yeah, that's nice. Thanks. I'm not going to follow something because of fear. People follow Hitler because of fear. See the comparison? No. Another thing is, Judgment Day, what are you going to do? Nothing. First of all, I don't really believe in a holy Judgment Day. So, there goes that. Second of all, if there was, what am I going to do? Just automatically convert? Throw away everything that I believed in before just to save my soul? No, I'm going to stand by my beliefs. Be like, look, I don't believe in you. Why? Well, you didn't give me anything to believe in. I gave you the Bible. That's not enough. Sorry, that I think for myself, and that I just can't believe everything written in a 3,000-year-old book. Sorry. And, you know, that's a valid reason for me. And then after I say I don't believe in hell, they're like, well, where do you think you go when you die? What do you think happens? Nothing. I know it's going to sound weird to all you religious people, but I don't believe there is a soul, some mystical energy inside of you. I don't believe that there is that. Personality and emotions, sorry, I have the sniffles today, comes from your brain, comes from chemicals in your body. The way you feel about certain things, your personality, comes from psychological development and genes in your body, the whole nature versus nurture thing. It doesn't come from some mystical orb soul that was implanted in you by God, and then it will magically float up when you die. No. That's all in your personality, is all in your brain. And when you die, guess what stops working? Your brain. Therefore, nothing happens. Now, when it comes to the afterlife, like I said, I don't believe in a literal afterlife. My personal belief, and I don't know if this is for, other atheists believe this, but this is me personally. I believe that afterlife is the legacy that you carry on after you're dead. Like, say for instance, I'm a really nice person. I donated money to charity. I built a school in a really poor area. Something really good and positive. People would go on to remember me as a good person, even after I'm dead. All the people who remember me carry this goodness of what I did in their hearts. They carry this love for me in their hearts for the rest of the time that they live. And that is my kind of heavenly afterlife kind of thing. That's what I believe would be a heaven after death. Would be that you're dead and gone, nothing's happening to you, but the people that you've touched carry the thought of how good and wonderful you were for as long as they live. And then just the opposite for what would be considered like a hell after death. If you were a terrible person and everybody hated you, they're gonna carry that hate with them for the rest of their lives. They're gonna be like, every time you're brought up in conversation, they're gonna be like, the person was such a jerk. I hated her. I'm glad she's dead. The world is better off without her. That sounds like hell for me. After death, people forever, as long as they live, will hate you. And that's my version of you be good and you go to heaven, or you be bad and you go to hell. You don't physically go anywhere. It's just the interpretation that people carry about you for the rest of their lives. And that's really what we should be working towards. We shouldn't be a good person so we won't be and tortured for the rest of our eternity, No, we shouldn't be nice to people out of fear. We should be nice to people. We should love thy neighbor. We should not judge people. Because it's the right thing to do. Because it's nice and it makes people feel good. And everybody, whether you're religious, non-religious, doesn't matter. You should want to make people feel good and be nice to people, because that's just what's right. Not because of heaven or hell or fear for God. Because it's just right. And going with that, people like to say that religious people have no morals, and I touched on this in the other video, but for me personally, this really, really offends me, because I had a teacher who said that before in class, and I left. I was pissed. And I didn't get in trouble for it, but I left. I was pissed. You get your morals from a book. But really do you get them from a book? If your parents didn't teach you, you should follow them because they're in the book. You should follow them because they're in the Bible. You should follow them because they're in the Bible. I'm sure your parents would have taught you anyways. Don't bully. Don't be mean. Don't murder people. Sex is sacred. Don't do it with everybody. Drinking and driving is bad because you might kill people. And all this other, well, I mean, that's not in the Bible, but you know what I'm saying. All these other morals as you get. If your parents, when you were growing up, didn't tell you, this is the religious people, didn't tell you that you should follow them because they're in the Bible. It's what you said in the Bible, so the Bible is right, so you have to do it, sweetie, okay? No, my parents didn't do that. They said it's wrong, it's bad. Well, as a little kid, you know, everyone goes to the why stage. Why is it bad, Mom? Because you hurt someone's feelings. How would you like it if they did that to you? How would you like it if you killed, you know, if you bullied someone, or someone bullied you? That's how we're taught morals. Not from a book, but from our parents. And from what we feel inside. You know, I don't like bullying people personally because it's mean, and I've had people bully me, and I don't want to do that to somebody else. I didn't get that from the Bible. I'm not a good person because it came from the Bible and I follow the Bible. I'm a good person because that's how I was raised by my parents, who aren't really religious either, by the way. And from personal experience, I know not to be mean to people because people have been mean to me and it hurts. So, there. That is my personal opinion. Take it.